doing today? Let me know if you can hear me well in the chat. Welcome in. Niner Gang. No matter what, Niner Gang faithful. How are we doing today? We definitely have some things to talk about. We're going to get into it. Welcome to platform. Welcome to my wall right now. But I wanted to be on time for this. You had to be on time for this. I just got off work, really. And unless you've been living under a rock, or you currently live under a rock, or you work nights and you've been asleep all day, y'all know why we're here. We're here to talk about Tyshawn. Yo, John, what's going on? How are you doing, John? Thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you. Missed you on the last couple of streams for wrestling, but you're in a good time now, John. Oh, buddy, are you? Come on in, folks. As it says, please settle in. Hit the like button if you can. If you're new, give it a minute. Subscribe to the channel. You have said that, John. Now, that's going to be a negative, though, John. That's going to be a negative. We can't keep Jimmy. Jimmy's not being kept. We have somebody who's answered the poll for us already. We have a poll, folks, for our chat today, for this live stream, for this shit. We have sips for this live stream. Sip for the start. Sip for everybody who's coming in. Please hit the like button again if you're new. Share the stream with somebody so that they can get in and let their opinion be known. Today is a dark day. We all know why we're here. Just sip for our off season. That was a sip for. Let me get one more. A sip for our off season because it's been a hella fine one. But we do have a poll. Deebo Samuel has asked for a trade, as I know all of you know. Miss Tia, what's up? How are you doing? What are you doing, Miss Tia? Let me ask you. You work today? Are you at work? Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. Glad you and John are both here. Anyone who comes through, please let me know who you are. I really want to congregate with the faithful today, at least for a little while. And just go over a few things. There's been an update. If you're all not aware, I wish I could find my other phone right now. There's been an update to the saga. Oh, John, we don't want that. You sound like Baron Corbin from the WWE right now, John. We don't want that. You can't flip-flop like that. That's not what the Niners do. That's not what the faithful do. We don't flip-flop. Our players apparently want to do that, but this is why I tell people all the time. And this is something that I go by 100%. Do not get attached to players. So the first thing, as y'all saw from and please check the poll out. Does Deebo have a right to have asked for this trade? Is Deebo right to be requesting a trade? Yes, no, or he's under contract. It doesn't matter what he feels or what he wants to do. And I want to get into a few things about it. But there is an update on the whole Deebo news, honestly, that's come just really over, I guess, the last hour or so. And Deebo has tweeted. So he's kind of broken the silence, even though this was very cryptic as well, as he's been doing a lot lately. But he's finally broken the silence, I guess, in regards to, the trade itself, the trade request that he has put out today. I guess finally broken the silence when it just came out today. But he has tweeted, and he's since deleted it. I tried to go find it on his Twitter page. I couldn't find it. That's because I don't have Twitter notifications on for people. I have enough notifications to come on my phone as it is. And again, we want to make sure everybody get a chance to answer the chat, answer the whatever the hell that thing is called. No, we should not be hiding any comments, first of all, from the faithful. So I don't know if I want to try to make sure if you can see it on the stream. Might be backwards. I don't know what it looks like, but this is Deebo's Twitter. I'm get that out y'all's face. Boom. Can you see that? Can you read that? It says, reporters' jobs are to make stories. Only people know the truth about the situation is 49ers, at Tory Dandy, and Deebo Samuel. We know who those three people are. Us, the fucking faithful, who are really, really upset today. And then Tony Dandy is his agent. Tony Dandy is also the agent for AJ McLaurin in Washington, or no, excuse me, AJ Brown in Tennessee, and Terry McLaurin in Washington. All three of them are under the same thing. They were all taken in the second round of the same draft. None of them have a fourth or fifth year option the way that BOSA does. Well, okay, I'm going to get to that, John. That's a great question. John asked, so it could be fake. And folks, I said that too. By the way, I'm trying my damnedest to make sure that the comments get to stay at the end of this video when it is done. I promise you that. But Tony Dandy is his agent. And he's the agent for literally all three of them at the same time right now, right? So the first one of them that would have signed their contract would have signed for a lot less than the next person. So I see that is one reason why Deebo, first of all, was holding out, why he didn't accept the money that we already offered him, which we don't know what it was exactly, but apparently the team has offered him the money, big money already. He then turned that down. That apparently has happened over the last couple of weeks, and it's coming out, more and more is coming out, of course, throughout the day over the last 8 hours or so, that he asked for a trade a couple of weeks ago. But when, John, you asked the question, could this really be fake? Could it just really be a smoke screen? Could it be bullshit? It's possible, but the gentleman I spoke about in the video that I did earlier when the news first broke, his name is escaping me right now, Jeff Darlington from ESPN. He was the one who initially broke the story, not Adam Schefter, not Ian Rappaport, not Matt Mayoko from Frisco, who really handles our business, who's well-known and a reputable person for San Francisco. It was a guy named Jeff Darlington, who's an ESPN reporter. He said that he broke it today and said Deebo himself advised him that he requested a trade. So when it doesn't come out as reports are or anonymous sources are saying, no, when a man comes out and puts his reputation at ESPN, his job on the line that says, Deebo Samuel today told me he requested a trade from the 49ers. I believe that that's what happened, and I believe Deebo told him that. Now, hours later, Deebo comes out and puts that actual printout, and I'll read it again, faithful. If you didn't get a chance to see it a minute ago or hear me talk about it a minute ago, Deebo has tweeted out, reporters' jobs is to make stories. Only people know the truth about situation is 49ers, at Tony Dandy, and Deebo Samuel with a lowercase d and a capital S. So there's a lot of reasons why I want to be pissed at Deebo Samuel right now, the least of which will be his grammar. But it is on the list. So, that tells me a lot about the man's mental. But anyway, why did this happen? Which is the question, that I have for everybody first and foremost, is why this happened. In your opinion, Faithful, why is this happening? Is it just money related? Is it because, as has been reported again throughout the day, and me personally, I said it all season long to many people. I really did. Not even my normal, man, I love to be right. I'm always right, or man, I'm tired of being right. That's the thing, John. I don't know if he's trying to imply that the reporter doesn't know what he's talking about. Because a man put his name to it, and he put Deebo's name to it. He didn't say, I heard. He didn't say sources are coming out of the Niners, an anonymous source. He said, Deebo called me on my phone this morning and said, I want to get traded from the 49ers. That's what that man said. So I don't see why he would put his job and his reputation on the line. ESPN doesn't play like that. Disney doesn't play like that. So I believe, yes, Deebo told him that. Now, does Deebo really mean it? Or what is the situation? I don't know. But Deebo has specifically asked for a trade. And his brother let us all know over the last 2 days, Tyshawn and Taekwon, Taekwon let us know on Monday via Facebook and a 49er, fan page on Facebook that when someone was commenting in a bunch of comments and they just said trade him. Taekwon's brother apparently saw that comment on that individual post. He came in and said, "Don't worry, we're gonna ask for a trade." Somebody else commented something back. He said, "Don't worry, we're not gonna be a Niner." The next day, which was yesterday, he comes out. What's going on, Colts Cowboys? That is, thank you for update for that. Yes, that's come out the last little bit. Someone said he was going to look great in a Cowboys uniform. He liked that today. But his brother said on Facebook yesterday, "Oh, y'all take shit to heart. I don't know anything about what my brother's doing," which was clearly a lie. But he put his foot in his mouth on Monday and let us all know that Deebo, in fact, was going to ask for a trade. What's going on, brother? Shout out to BGN Sports Network on Twitter. Follow them there. Check out all our videos. We all collaborate with each other a lot. So it could be that he's just using it for leverage. I'm not sure. What do you folks think? And again, please check the poll. We have a poll in the chat. Hit that like button if you're just coming in, please. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. Turn on notification bells if you're enjoying the conversation. But then check out the poll. We have a question. Is Deebo right for this? Is he wrong for this? Or it doesn't matter? Because he's under contract. He shouldn't really he doesn't have the right to do this. I hate to take it to that kind of situation, but we have his rights. We own his ass, if you really want to be real about it. But what have we learned, first of all, from this? What have we learned from this happening? The first thing that I have learned is to never put stock in a player, in an actual player. Never fall in love with players. Miss Tia also prays just for leverage. Tia says it's just for leverage. She prays. I think it's about. That's what I'm going to get to in just a minute. Absolutely. That's actually the next thing I want to talk about, Cole. Is what this is really about. But the first thing I want to say is, like I said, I want to say, what have we learned? As the thumbnail said, the name of this chat really about Deebo, about the team, about football. Don't get too invested in an individual player. All of us who love number 10 and his dirty draws. Okay? And leave a comment or hit the like button if you love his dirty draws. It's okay. I don't mind. Don't get attached to Deebo, to George Kittle, to DeForest Buckner. I believe it is a combination. Ms. Tia says she thinks it's a combination of things. What do you think is a combination of? Please, you all let me know what you think is a combination of. What things you think it is. Before I even get my opinion, what do you think it is? And for me, Jerry Rice played for the Seahawks. Jerry Rice played for the Raiders. Joe Montana went to Kansas, like Dorothy and Toto and them. Patrick Willis retired after 2 weeks. His rookie replacement retired after 1 week. Like, if I'm stuck on the players, I got to be ready to die every year. Because, hell, they could. Y'all saw her COVID, right? I mean, so if I don't just love the team, I get so attached to players, I'm going to be up and down all the time as a fan. And we are already going through that as fans. So, and then it makes us argue. Right now, we need to be coming together, faithful. And I mean that Niner ganger don't bang. Niner ganger don't bang. No disrespect to any other teams, and if anybody's watching, salute to you. I really appreciate it. But still, us faithful, we need to come together. We're about as torn as a country right now. 10 or 5. Now is number 19 wrong. John, do you think all the way from Japan that the story is fake? Why do you think that, John? Let me know, please, faithful, in the comments. Let me know, what are your reasons that you think that this is going on? And 2, do you believe it's John says disrespect to all the other teams. Do you believe that it's a fake story or a real story? Coles Cowboys says that they would ruin his career with their vanilla offense. I have to say, Kellen Moore is not Kyle Shanahan. Not in position or in skill. I'm just sorry, being honest, right? Kellen Moore is not Kyle Shanahan. I can agree with you there. And I think honestly, folks, I want to get to that. Again, there's a lot of shit to get to, like I said, but I want to get to that too. I think he can go anywhere he wants. I don't think it's going to be the same way. Not because Kyle runs him to death like he's a running back. It's overall. It's him walking out the tunnel with Kendrick Bourne, with Trent Williams, playing that music. It's our atmosphere in San Francisco. It's not just Kyle. It's not just a scheme. It's not just the staff. It's not just the players. The reason why Deebo is because he was the one leading the team out of the locker room every day with what's his name? With the fucking song, Gremlin song, right? Stupid Gremlin. It's that kind of stuff. It's overall. And then when he goes to Dallas and he has to catch passes from Dak, he can't run down. He doesn't catch passes down the field. He only runs slants. His one biggest long bomb pass of his career basically came from Trey Lance. BOSA. And BOSA that like button if you're coming in. So, why did this happen? I think that's one of the first reasons. What's up, Arthur? Hit that like button from me, Arthur. Thank you so much for coming in. You probably already did it. Share it. Let's just talk about it. I just want to talk about it. I'm a little hurt, to be honest with you. Honestly, I'm fucked up and I'm pissed. And I'm tired of divas. I'm tired of men acting like females, to be honest with you. But I think the first reason that happened, obviously, is because of money. Well, it's because Deebo got really good, really fast. That's first. Second is because of money. There you go, Mama. Yeah, absolutely. Because Jimmy can't pass downfield. Third reason. So if second is money, we know because $28 million to Devontae Adams, $30 million to Tyreek Hill. Right? Why can't we just come out and say, well, yeah, who knows? I believe it is true, though. He's not going to do that. That hurts his whatever, you know. And then the third reason is because of our scheme. It's because Kyle Shanahan had no choice for the last 3 years but to, and I got so pissed. Ask my kids, okay, watching the games. I don't think I've done it live watching the game yet. That's obviously clearly coming. But the running, I like wide receivers. I'm a wide receiver guy. Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, who now Deebo is officially under the Terrell Owens umbrella. We haven't had stuff like this happen since Terrell Owens was on our team. Somebody caused as much drama and friction just as an individual within the organization since Terrell Owens. But he's been a running back because Kyle had no choice. Why did he have no choice? Thank you. Kyle had to force him into running back. One, because Jimmy is very limited. Because Jimmy can't throw the Devontae Adams back shoulder fade 15 yards down the field at the sideline. Jimmy can't throw an out to the sideline. Jimmy can't throw a post. All he can do is throw, and if you continue to throw over the middle, we know what Jimmy's going to do then. He's going to look for his real homies, the safeties and the linebackers. So, and folks, we got a poll. Please don't forget to poll if you come in. Let me know your thoughts. Is Deebo good with this? Is this cool? Is it not cool? Should he not have done this? Should it not matter because he's under contract? Please take a minute to answer the poll. Yes, no, it doesn't matter because we own his ass. But I think the biggest reason, and it's coming out today, and I watched him this year, run and run and run. Absolutely, John. John says he made a point earlier that Deebo played running back because we were short on running backs, and we were constantly short on running backs. And because Jimmy couldn't throw the ball accurately. Very astute observation. John also says he's glad that BOSA knows how to act. He's a better player anyway. Agreed. If you get 40 yards running, you might as well line up in the backfield, right? So Deebo had to do that because of the limitations of our previous quarterback. Thank you, Mr. Correct. Deebo's had to do that because of the limitations of our quarterback. Number 10. It's really just, it's facts. Deebo cannot run all those routes as great as these other receivers, first of all. I believe Brandon Ayuk is a better route runner on our team than he is. Yeah, I would take Trubisky over Jimmy. Arthur, who's a Steelers fan, says he would take Mitch Trubisky, as they did, over Jimmy. I don't blame you guys. But basically, Kyle forced this to be the case. I watched the man, I keep trying to say it, get asked throughout the season, get asked after the season, get asked at the Super Bowl, the week of the Super Bowl, media row, all week long in the Super Bowl. It's like media times a million. Everybody's there. You get 100 interviews. You're getting interviewed 40 times a day, like 40 different little 8-7 minute interviews. And I watched Deebo get to a lot of people and say, I'm a wide receiver. We got the wide back, and he would smile. I'm a wide back, and we do this, blah blah blah, whoop whoop whoop. But really, I'm a wide receiver. I'm a wide receiver. I'm a wide receiver. I want to be a wide receiver. If I were you, I prefer not to have to run as much, but do whatever the team, whatever Kyle says, I'm gonna do it. That's what he was saying, out of his mouth, into my eyes and my ears. And now it comes out today. He's saying he did not like that, and I can't blame him for that, honestly. The pound that his body takes is way different than Devontae and Tyreek. Tell me it's not. So this happened because of money. Clearly, that's why you play the game. He got good really fast. Our quarterback's limitations, I think, if nothing else, being the biggest one, or right up there, him having to play running back for us. And I think he knows with the way that he plays, he's not going to be a 15-year. He put a hamstring at running back. Absolutely, John. He didn't pull a hamstring catching a long bomb or a fade or running the out or groin, whatever. Yeah, groin. He pulled that being a running back. Arthur says at times, Arthur, you watch ball. I love that, brother. I love you, man. Yeah, Arthur says, and he's a Steelers fan, but he says he's seen it. At times during games, he showed his body language out on the field. He didn't look happy when he was forced to be playing a running back. And please hit the like button if you agree with that. Leave a comment. Let us know. He did not like that. I have to agree with it. Deebo didn't like consistently having to play running back. He wanted to be a wide receiver. And then his quarterback, unfortunately, cannot get him the ball in all the best places, all the right spots. Sit for change, folks. So who's to blame? Before I even answer, please, if you're in the chat right now, if you're watching, hit the like button, of course, as I'm going to keep saying, and answer the question for me. Who do you blame? Who's to blame right now? Are there multiple people to blame? Is there only one person? And if you haven't heard or come across it online, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, just 49ers Twitter is ablaze today. Believe me. 49ers Twitter has been on fire for the last 6 hours. I've been watching it. My Twitter's been going up. At Bam Bam LLD. By the way, follow me on Twitter at Bam Bam LLD. And subscribe here for all Niner news. You know what I'm saying? Because I stay on top of it. And reporters' job is to make stories. Only people know the truth about situation is 49ers at Tory Dandy and Deebo Samuel. Tory Dandy is Deebo Samuel's manager. He's also the manager or agent for A.J. Brown out of Tennessee and Terry McLaurin out of Washington. Today, A.J. Brown also scrubbed the Titans from his Twitter. He left them on his Instagram. What does that tell you, folks? How weird is that? Two players in the exact same situation with the exact same agent, and they're doing the exact same things. So Terry got about a week, and he's going to ask to be traded from the Titans. A.J. Brown has about a week. He's going to be asked to be traded from the Titans. So who's to blame? I think there's a lot of blame that can go around. The agent sucks. You're absolutely right, John. He's an ass. Whoever Tony Dandy is, fuck you, Tony Dandy. fuck you with a sick one. Excuse me, and excuse my language, Faithful. I'm sorry. But Tony Dandy is damn sure a bitch. He's in their head. And what I'm understanding is he has 3 players that he's doing the very same thing with right now. 3 different players all over the country. He's pimping all over the world right now. Actually, not fuck you, Terry, or Tony, whatever the fuck your name is. Shout out to Tony, because Tony's pimping. Pimping is a lost art. My grandfather just died, so it's a lost art. My grandfather was one. It was meant to be. I'm from Compton, California. My grandfather is a San Francisco pimp. But pimping is a lost art. And old Tory Dandy is doing a dandy job at it right now. That and fucking up our spring. Our 420. Today's 420, folks. It's not going so well. So who's to blame? First person that I blame, honestly, and it's so hard, it's Kyle Shanahan. Fuck it. Yes, he wants to get paid. He wants to get his bag. And I understand. That's his job. Old Tory Dandy. That's his job. His job is to get Deebo and A.J. Brown and Terry McLaurin, all whoever else is his agents, his clients, as much money as possible. And he is doing a hell of a job. Because yes, he does certainly get a percentage, probably something along the lines of 10, 20% or something like that. I believe that Kyle Shanahan, as Arthur says, he needs to step up. I believe Kyle Shanahan is the biggest. I don't know how you can say. Okay, so Kyle Shanahan is not the biggest, but he deserves as much blame as anyone for this, I guess, because Kyle is Lord. Kyle is Lord. He hasn't said. I've been looking for it. Kyle doesn't say much of anything anywhere. Hit the like button too for Kyle, please. Hit the like button one time for Kyle. For all Kyle's wonder. As you say, wonder, right? For all the wondrous things that Kyle has done for us. And you all saw Deebo sitting on the sideline, crying again. And at that time, he was wondering, this motherfucker started me at running back in this game. And that's literal. Like Madden. Like when you come out, if you get your kickoff on the video game, whoever's in the backfield, that's the starting. When you first play, that's the starting running back. That person was Deebo Samuel. We only had a 900 and change Russian rookie running back who missed 5 games. But who was in the backfield to kick off the NFC Championship game? Deebo. Where was he in the fourth quarter? Not catching passes downfield. Not even catching the slant that Cooper Kupp caught on us to end that game. I don't know what goes on in Kyle Shanahan's head sometimes, folks. Can anybody tell me? Do any of you know? Because, again, Kyle is Lord. I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies. Kyle is Lord. Okay? So Kyle makes everything go. Or stay. John Lynch, I don't even blame John Lynch for this at all. Because for one, we've already offered Deebo the money. John Lynch stood up, pulled his pants up high, and said at the owners meetings 3 weeks ago, yeah, Deebo and Nick are going to be here for a long time. We've already allocated the money for them. Way in. Fuck Jimmy's contract, which is a lie. Fuck Jimmy's contract. We've already allocated that money. It's set. Boom, we're good. We already blah, 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 blah. And he made me believe that. But behind the scenes, that didn't really matter because you can pay Deebo $45 million a year. But if he has to keep running into defensive ends and outside linebackers all the time, he's just going to stay upset as he is right now. So the first person that I blame is old genius mastermind, Kyle Shanahan. And not just because he has to use Deebo. Well, yeah, because he has to use Deebo. Because you know what else he does? Nobody gets on this team out of the draft, which I'll be streaming from live next week, folks. It's here in Vegas. Look out for it. I'll be streaming live from the draft next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know if I'll try to be all 3 days. But literally, I'll be down there at the Raiders Stadium live. And the draft just got really interesting for us. At least Thursday did. It looked that way before. But, oh, man. So, Kyle has also drafted poorly. Dante Pettis? Dante Pettis? He lucked up with GK in the 5th. But Dante Pettis, he should never live that down. He has no other good receiver. He signed off on a quarterback. I guess you could say signed off on it. Like I said, nobody gets here unless he says so. Who was limited and who could not make his wide receivers better. Actually made them worse. I believe that's the reason why Kittle, Ayuk, and Juwan Jennings didn't have great seasons because of Jimmy. So he signs up on that. This Kyle Shanahan or can't get anything better, doesn't decide sooner to get something better, just keeps letting him get injured 1 year and then play us 2 well into the playoffs the next. Kyle was good with that apparently. And now here we are. To get us into the Super Bowl, everybody keeps saying online and on Twitter, oh, Deebo carried us to Deebo almost carried us to the Super Bowl. Deebo, the fuck? You know why? Because of Kyle. Because that's all he could call until he would stop calling it. How much sense does that make? Bro, I blame Kyle. Before anyone else, I place the blame on Kyle Shanahan. And then, of course, thank you. Our Justice agrees 100%. And if you come in, if you see the chat, hit the poll for me. What do you think? Make sure you look at the poll, answer the poll. Please. So Kyle's first to blame. Then the next person, you know who we have to blame. It's not the one you would think. It's Tashawn. It's Deebo. Being soft is what I said. Being a little bit of a diva. Honestly. Let me know if you agree with that. Do you believe he's being a diva right now, folks? Faithful? Other folks? That's coming. I believe that's not the reason why we can't break the bank. But then, too, think about teams, folks, that make you do that. Tom Brady didn't do that. Tom Brady never made the Patriots pay him an exorbitant amount of money and then handcuff the team. That's exactly what Deebo is doing, what he's asking for. Pay me the maximum amount. That's why Aaron Rodgers lost his number 1 receiver. Because of his contract. Now, mind you, they don't run Devontae Adams. You don't? I do. I understand. And thank you for answering, Mr. Yes. And that's what I want to hear. If you disagree with that, please tell me. Me personally, and it may be because I'm male. And then maybe it's jealousy. Shit, I can't make $2 million a year. I don't know, and then my fandom. Like, I don't see men doing these types of things. I see men living in reality. And the reality is that you sign a contract, even if you outperform it, Which has he really? One good season out of 3? One outstanding season out of 3? The other 2 half injury filled? Some really, really exciting moments? Has he really outperformed his contract? He's a second-round pick. Him and his father and his mother crying. I watched it. Has he really outperformed his contract like that? To get a raise from like $4 million to like $27 million? Is he better than those people who are making that? Is he better than Cooper Kupp at being a wide receiver? Until today, he broke the silence. Yes, well, thank you for agreeing with that, John. He's broken the silence today, though. 2. Doesn't make much sense, but he still did. But you have to place a lot of blame on him, just period, because he's the player asking for a trade. He's the one who flipped our fucking world upside down today as 49er fans. Him and Toby, Todd, Tom, whatever the fuck his name is. And now we have people who are followers. Okay, thank you. So that's my question. At being a wide receiver, I'll put him up Cooper Kupp. I think it was all, Hunter Renfrow, Cooper Kupp. Like those people, I'll put him over there maybe. Is he better than Devontae Adams? Nope. Is he better than Stephon Diggs? Nope. Is he better than Jamar Chase at being a wide receiver? Nope. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me Deebo is better than Jamar Chase at wide receiver. Not at wide back, wing back, receiver back. If you think that please leave a comment and let me know. If you think he's better than any of the 3 of them, at least. Lord have mercy. What's Jamar Chase? What's he going to be asking for in 2 years? The moon? The league is getting priced out almost in every position. So now that he's asked for a trade, and like I said, I'm going to be live from the draft next Thursday, live streaming. We may actually get a pick in the first round next Thursday now. It looks like the Jets are coming around. First of all, they have Salah, right? And so many of our other coaches. Exactly, John. Everybody's talking about, he put up 1,500 yards, which is still what's going on, Bay Area Sports. Shout out to Bay Area Sports. Yo, brother, thank you for coming in, man. We're just talking Deebo. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you. How you doing? We're talking about Deebo right now, his yardage. Okay, so he had, 1,400 yards. But he wasn't catching bombs like Jamar Chase. I can't believe it either, man. That's what we've always saying is that we just don't believe what the hell is going on. What's happening to our team this offseason? What happened to our wide receiver room since we woke up this morning? But it's mostly, like John said, most of his receptions, most of his yards, right, he did that because our quarterback can't pass downfield. Now, could he have? So that's my point. That's the next thing I want to talk about. They're saying that other teams can get him, right? So here's the teams that have multiple first-round picks in the draft this next week. And I can't wait, okay? So Detroit, the Lions, Houston Texans, Green Bay Packers, Kansas City Chiefs, New Orleans Saints, New York Giants, New York Jets, and the Philadelphia Eagles. All those teams have multiple, at least 2. Some of them have 3 first-round picks next week. They got to be willing to give up one of them, right? And they have to do that. They have to have a press conference next week. It's the draft. You're right on top of that. Bay Area is right on top of that. He says he hopes that Kyle and John can take care of this or answer some questions, put some clarity to what's going on next week at the press conferences. And they're coming. Hell, Thursday or Friday, they're going to be cameras all up in their faces. All up in their shit. Shout out to Baby Boy. They ain't going to be able to get away from him. but are they going to give us anything? Just 3 weeks ago, John Lynch said out of his mouth, standing next to a reporter with a recorder in his face, the money's aside for them both. Deebo and Nick Bosa are going to be here for a long, long time. 3 longs. So what can we get for him? What can we actually get for him? Much love to Miss Tia. So, and you know what? Miss Tia is from South Carolina. So I agree with everything that she's saying. And also, overall, that's where my heart is. My heart would be that this young man, especially after that tweet he put out, that's a little weird. And again, if you didn't catch his tweet, Deebo's tweet that he since deleted from his Twitter, reporters' jobs is to make stories. Only people know the truth about situation is 49ers, at Tory Dandy, his agent, and Deebo Samuel. So now he puts out a tweet like, with the reports that you're hearing today are not necessarily true. But the gentleman, Jeff Darlington from ESPN, who broke the story first this morning, said that Deebo told him that personally. It wasn't anonymous. It wasn't, sources. He said Deebo has just called me on my celly and told me, yeah, I'm up out of there. So how can it be fake? Because that man put his job on the line. Jeff Darlington from ESPN. So if it's not fake, and there's one thing with that before anything even comes, we own him. If he holds out for training camp, all this paper that he's trying to get with that brand new baby boy, which I know all about and respect like nothing else, he ain't gonna get shit. So is he prepared to hold out for training camp if they say, sorry, Deebo, franchise tag next year, or sorry, Deebo, you can't ask for another trade or new contract. We don't have to do shit. Please, if you're new in, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. We have a poll up right now about the situation with Deebo today. Please answer the question in the poll. Let me know what you're thinking. How you feel about this? And hit the like button. I sincerely appreciate it. What I really appreciate is this not happening to us, though, to our team, to the faithful. Niner gang it don't bang, no matter who's here. And like I said today on Twitter, at Bam Bam LLD on Twitter, this is why you don't get connected to any one player. Right. So Miss Tia says, he carried this team, y'all. I'm sorry. He deserves to get paid. I bet y'all were not saying this stuff when he was winning those games. And you're right. We do not have to do anything. And you're actually right on both of those fronts, Miss Tia. You're 100% correct. The first, we don't have to do anything. We can say, Deebo, we need you here. We want you here. You may not want to be here, but you don't have any choice. And 2, yes, he carried us. But now, when this comes up, it makes me start. It just changes my mind. It changes my feelings. It's just natural for some people, not for everybody. The first thing you want to start thinking is I want to move on personally. And that's just me and my personality with anyone, with a woman. It's done, it's done. You don't want to be here, get to stepping. Or you got a problem that we can't fix it, because this has been talked about. Kyle didn't just wake up today and find out that Deebo's upset. We all know that. So then if you don't want to be together with someone, then you got to go ahead and let it go. And that's kind of how I always see life or anything. And then John says he disagrees. A bad team can be made good by a good quarterback. Absolutely. And Kyle's scheme carried us. I think it's a combination of both. Because look, Deebo has to have been able to do that. Let's get that right or straight, faithful first. If Deebo was Jawan Jennings, right? Ms. Tia says she wants to know his real reason, and I don't know that we know it or that we're going to find it out. Ms. Tia, that's what I want to know is what happened, so we don't repeat this with our next superstar, because we are a team of superstars. all the way back to history. Y.A. Tittle, whoever the hell that was. Like, we have always been a team of superstars, pretty much since the beginning. 80, 16, we don't need to talk about it. So with our next superstar, homegrown, hopefully, just like all the other ones, this doesn't happen. What have we learned from this? What is his reason that he's today asked for a trade? That he flipped the faithful's world upside down? And what can we get for him if we do trade him? I definitely think we can get a first round pick. At least one. And that would be in this for next week. Not 2023 first round pick. No. We want your first round pick this year, whether you have multiple ones or not. Give us the loot. I'll tweet it out today. Pay the Niners for number 19. For 19. You can't put two hashtags, it's gonna fuck your thing up. So I put pay the Niners for 19. But everybody been tweeting for the last few days. Yes, Kyle, he did say Kyle. Okay, that's the thing too, right? Miss Tia, excellent. Thank you for bringing that point up. That man said, Kyle, give me the ball. Come on now, scheme, yes, but he does things no one else can do. He's different. He is. That's what I'm saying. If that would have been Jawan Jennings, it's not gonna work, right? But then it comes out today that he says, I want to be a wide receiver. Then why are you running up on Kyle saying, Kyle, give me the ball? Unless he meant Kyle throw me a slant. But I don't think he meant that either. I want him to be our wide receiver. I was prepared this year for him and Ayuk to wreck shit with Trey Lance. We saw what Deebo can do with Trey. He got us into the playoffs in the Texans game. Or was that the Arizona game? I think it was the Texans game, right? That bomb, it could have been vicious. And also with him running the ball, it would have been crazy. But he would have had to been still running the ball. And does he want that or does he not? Because we all saw and heard the playback of him running up on Kyle in the I think it was the Green Bay game or whatever, saying, give me the ball. The Dallas game. In the Dallas game. He runs up on Kyle and says, give me the ball. We all saw that clip or heard about it. He didn't mean throw me a fade. But today is coming out that he says he doesn't want to be a running back. So now when we try to trade him, what do we get for him? And how do we trade him? And can he be anywhere near as effective on another team? And John says fans were happy with Deebo. I was one of them. I will admit it. Absolutely. Hit the like button if you were happy with Deebo. If you're coming into the stream, please sit down, settle in, hit the like button, and let us know if you were happy with Deebo when he's winning those games. John says fans were happy with Deebo and not saying things because he was winning games during the season, not deleting all 49ers from his social media and giving everyone a headache. Personally, I don't like headaches, so he can go, John. And hello to SG Sports Talk channel. Thank you so much for coming in. I am doing very, very well. I'm doing very well. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Sincerely, hit the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel as well so we can continue to commune about these situations. But please hit the like button, share the video so other people can come in and talk with us too. We're talking about Deebo right now, and really, what can we get for him? And if you're brand new, thoughts on Deebo. And please, SG, we have a poll. Check out the poll. Is he right for this? Is he wrong for this? Or does it not matter because he's under contract? Please leave an answer for me in the poll. Hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And also, let me know your thoughts. Thank you for shouting me out, Archer. I'll check it out. We're going to get something, man. We're going to get something. We're going to get a major haul. That's if he leaves. Because he said today, reporters' job is to make stories. Only people know the truth about situations. 49ers at Tory Dandy and Deebo Samuel. If you're just coming in, Deebo tweeted that out. He since deleted it. but somebody caught a screenshot of it and, of course, retweeted it everywhere. So, but there it is. And might be a little blurry. I hate trying to do that. Boom, there you go. Read it and weed. That's from Deebo. All right, so Deebo is saying nobody knows really what's going on. Don't listen to what you're hearing. So SG Sports Talk, you think we're not going to trade him? What makes you think that we won't? Please leave a comment. Let me know. Because I would prefer that we do not trade that man. In my heart, that's what I want. For this to calm down, for him to calm down. That tweet does make me feel pretty good, or a little bit better. I would prefer that we do not trade him. He is one of one, and that's what's been coming out. He's a unicorn. I hope not. I sincerely hope not. SG says, I don't think he's going to go to the Jets. I pray that he doesn't. I pray that he is in camp day one. But does anybody think that this affects the team? So how does this affect the team? We all know we want to get a first-round pick for him. So let's move on to how this affects the team. How does this affect Trey Lance? Both ways. So if he comes back, if he doesn't get traded, if this gets pulled off, hey, Russell Wilson asked for a trade a year and a half back or whatever, a season back. He asked for a trade. They didn't trade it until this year, the end of this season. He still played for him for the whole season. It came off. People do this all the time. SG, fuck it, SG. SG says if he goes to the Jets, I'll lose my mind. I might throw some F-bombs. I'll throw it for you. God fucking damn it. Pardon me. Yeah, so Russell Wilson didn't get traded until this year. He may not leave at all. I'm hoping that he doesn't. He literally may be right here at camp. And if he does the team accept him back? Has he ruined? You think that this kind of situation ruins relationships with, your teammates? What if it goes into camp and, it's not just ends fast? What if he actually ends up holding out some from camp? Then what? If he actually holds out, what do we think that'll do to the camaraderie of the team? Deebo's the person leading the team out. Who's gonna stand next to Trent Williams next year now? Who's the number 2 dancer? Deebo's also just really a leader on this team. Deebo's a major leader on this team. So who's going to take that spot now? I mean, he just with the dancing alone, coming out next to Trent Williams with the boombox, playing Super Gremlin by Kodak Black this year. John says Trey will lead his team out the back. That's right. I'm with that, John. Niner Ganger don't bang. Niner Ganger don't bang. It's Trey Day. Thoughts on Deebo going to Kansas City? I think that's possible. Kansas City is one of the teams that actually have multiple first-round picks. But now they got rid of Tyreek, right? Who's a hybrid player who doesn't, he doesn't even run the reverses the same way. That's what absolutely right. He could replace Tyreek. I think that he could definitely do that. They have another. They picked up Juju on the beat or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, they picked up Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't really like him. Never have. Plus he went to USC. So, but they picked up Juju. They got rid of Tyreek. Maybe they would be one of the main teams in line for trading for Deebo. Does anybody know what the picks are? I would love to see Patrick Mahomes throw any picks to Deebo. Only picks I would like to see Patrick Mahomes throw to are Jimmy Ward and Travarius Ward and Emmanuel Mosley. Oh, Bay Area throwbacks. Hit somebody, you yourself, please hit the like button for Bay Area throwbacks. Thank you for coming in. Salute to you. Welcome in. Welcome to Platform 246. Welcome to the Deebo Talk. And Bay Area throwback says, my Deebo jersey finally came like the day before all this started going down. I'm not laughing at you, Bay Area. I'm laughing with you because you got laughy tears on my face on the screen. So, are you happy with Deebo doing this, Bay Area? Why did this happen, in your opinion? Who is to blame? That's what we've talked about so far. So please let me know in the comments if you're just coming in. Why is this going on? Why did this happen? Who's to blame? Outside of Deebo, he's the one asking for a trade. That's fine. Where else can we spread some blame? Oh, well, for you, Miss Tia, I believe it. All right, we don't want to do that. We don't act like the Cleveland Browns and shit. Not the Browns, the Cavs. I was waiting for that today. On Twitter, I was waiting for the first jersey burn. We don't need to do it. Yes, Bay Area Throwback says they are not. We can wait one more year and be fine with it. Jimmy G could pay him. Plus, he did have one great season. I say he had his rookie season was a good season. Second season, I think he was more injured, if I'm not mistaken, right? But as far as him having this season was an outstanding season. We ain't gonna talk about Jimmy on here. No, but you guys, Miss Tia says she has one. She's had a Deebo jersey for a while. Miss Tia, I want you to keep. I know you will anyway, but I want you to keep that jersey. Keep it close to your heart. He is from South Carolina, just like you, so that it's a little bit different. I can understand. If the 49ers had somebody that came from Compton that didn't start in the Seattle Seahawks, I might feel the same way. Richard Sherman, that's right. So yeah, throw your F's up in the chat for Jimmy. Just fuck it. He's second to blame. Throw your F's up in the chat. I'm sorry. But yes. He did have just basically one good season. And the Bay Area Throwback says be done with Jimmy G. SG Sports Talk Channel says F Jimmy G. Miss Tia says 49ers like Lakers for life. F Jimmy G. Jung, where's your opinion? Are you here, Jung? Well, Jung doesn't agree. Jung says, oh shit. Everybody's turning. Jung, you said to keep Jimmy G for the longest. SG has a beard. Shout out to the beard gang. Beard gang. Kobe Beards. SG Sports Talk says if Jimmy G leaves San Francisco, then I will shave my beard. And then he's stupid. I don't want to shave my beard at all. I'm finding reasons in my mind, though, to do it. I'm starting to do it because I had it about 2 years now. But I ain't going to let Jimmy's punk ass have anything to do with it. But shout out, definitely. Jimmy sucks. YouTube, let it go. Let it go. I don't have to clear Jimmy sucks. First of all, we don't clear anything from the faithful, from our folks on this channel. Whatever you got to say, let it be known. Write it, please. Jimmy has issues. And Jimmy is somewhat to blame for this. So, but let's talk about it. Now that Jimmy's not here, what happens to Trey? How does this affect Trey Lance? Does this make Trey Lance better? Shout out Miss Tia. So, yeah, folks, don't burn your jerseys. Sell them. As I said today on Twitter, at BamBamLLD on Twitter, don't get used to the players. Yeah, I do, Bay Area. Bay Area, as I said, the OBJ said something to him. He went right up to him and said, man, get your ass up out of there. Do like I did. Yeah, I believe it. But don't sell your jerseys, folks. I mean, don't burn them. Sell them. There's going to be some Niner fan that'll take it off your hands, I'm sure. I wouldn't be the one for a player that's gone. But there will be, don't burn your shit. Don't waste your money. But Trey Lance will be the future quarterback in 2022. SG Sports Talk says, I think that's the consensus going around. You don't even know how Jimmy G makes me sick, SG. SG says Jimmy makes them sick to their stomach. Well, you hang around the chat sometime. Hang around our live sometime, sir. Or ma'am, whichever it may be. Friend, faithful, hang around the lives. you'll see how Jimmy G makes me feel. And his commercials. But Trey Lance is now the starting quarterback. Yeah, Bay Area says they would never burn a jersey. If I don't keep mine, I'm definitely trying to get as much money as I can get off of it. Yeah, damn right. Why would you burn your jersey? Why would you burn $100? You know, you punch Jimmy, says SG. Yeah, but what about Trey? Does this make him have a better season next year or a worse one? Is Trey gonna be picking up those yards that Deebo was constantly trying to get? Has anybody thought about that? We all saw how Kyle did his first game. They really do hate Jimmy, John. As John says, wow, they really hate Jimmy, meaning the faithful, meaning us, meaning the folks. Goddamn right. So now we need to do a Jimmy roast. We should do a live on that. Just a live Jimmy roast. If you want a live Jimmy roast, throw your axes up in the comment in the chat. If you're down for throw some memorabilia up in the chat for me to let you know. Throw your red and gold hearts up, or thank you, Sermon. We ain't even talking about this. I think we're gonna be fine, whether he stays or goes. And that's the thing. Shout out to Miss Tia still. Much love to Tia every day. SG is seriously going in on Jimmy in a real way. Shout out to SG for doing it too. Much respect. Much love from me straight to you, SG. Like for real. It's fan to fan, whatever. Okay? So Trey, we have 2 trays that can pick up those yards. Hopefully not the first one, though. You know, we saw what Kyle did in the Arizona game. Does he just automatically now turn Trey Lance into Colin, or try to, or into Lamar Jackson? He ran him 17 times in that game. One's up. At least something. Throw your ones up. Whatever you got to throw up. Your gold hearts. Throw your gold hearts, your red and gold hearts up in the comment section, please. Because the team needs it right now. Honestly. So we got 1 vote. SG Sports Talk says Jimmy is bullshit. I couldn't agree more. That's 2 votes. So looks like we got. Oh, that's all I need. We'll have a serious Jimmy roast live, because Jimmy is partially to blame for this. Deebo was good enough. Bay Area, thank you so much for coming. Please hit that like button on the way out if you already haven't. I sincerely appreciate it. Been real having you here. We want to see you again, for real. We can throw eggs at Jimmy. Throw onions at Jimmy. Can somebody squirt some mayonnaise in Jimmy's face for me? Because I blame him. I blame him. I blame Kyle. Because if Jimmy could play like Joe Burrow, yes, let's throw tomatoes at him. Tomatoes, rice, sugar, uncooked ground beef. Throw get a full foot long sandwich at him. Just like that. Just hold it in your hand and then go. And then, pow. Explode all over his face. All over his handsome face. Italiano. Boom. Arthur says, Subway Italiano. You goddamn right. Or you're wrong, is really what it is. It's wrong. You're wrong for that. Yeah. Do we want to talk about that? Let's look. We're going to save that for the Jimmy Live. And I want all y'all back there. We're going to do a Jimmy Live. What's today? Wednesday? Friday, folks. I don't know the time just yet. It'll be maybe it'll be around the same time, 5 p.m. More than likely Friday, 5 p.m. It's a Jimmy roast session. So if you come through here, hit the like button, turn on the notification bells, subscribe to the channel if you're new so that you can be there. And tell me what food you want to throw at Jimmy virtually on Friday. We are going to have that. I will do that. I'm glad to have that. Exactly. No wonder your Steelers didn't trade for him, Arthur, because they're smart. But does anybody think that Trey Lance is going to pick up those yards on the ground? Is that what Kyle's going to plan to do? Or is he going to use the actual running backs that he has? Why didn't he do that last year? Why didn't Trey Sermon get any carries last year? Does anybody know why? After he came back from his concussion. First touch of the ball ever for us. He got like 20 yards, didn't he? And then he got a concussion. All right, SG is really, really upset with Jimmy. You might need to be a part of the live, SG. I don't know. SG says he's going to throw his sweaty balls or in Jimmy's face or a sweaty jersey. SG also says, I'm going to spray liquid ass in Jimmy's face, and he would smell like what that would make you smell like. And Arthur says that he's under a shoulder injury right now. He can film commercials, though. And SG says he hopes that Jimmy... I can't. I can't. Look, so Jimmy roast session, 5 p.m. Jimmy roast, you all better be here for it too. Anything goes. Anything goes, folks. I'm crying. I can't even concentrate now because of SG picking on Jimmy. Okay, 5 p.m. Friday. Whether you're here live with us, and thank every single one of you who's here trying to get to this. I know you will be. You unless your schedule is where you're different on. I know you're gonna be there, SG. SG said they'll be there. No shit. No shit. And you need to be. Please be there. Everyone. Please be there for Friday. We're gonna take some of this pain out on Jimmy's ass on Friday. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. I'm down for it. Thank you to SG for being so vocal today with so much vitriol towards James. And by the way, on Friday, we want his name to be James on Friday. Hashtag it, follow it, keep it in your mind. His name is James. And this cat's name is Tyshawn. Deebo is dead. My father went to high school with Deebo. Literally, in Compton. His name is Tony Lister. And he knows Ice Cube. And he's dead. This guy, number 19, his name is Tyshawn. Just like that Subway commercial guy, his name is James. You don't get to get self-gloss nicknames when you fuck up. Whether that be with how you act or how you play, doesn't matter. FG says F Jimmy's grandmother, who was in the Subway commercial, F his mom and dad. His dad is a 30-plus year electrician. And he's just deleting messages. He doesn't even like what he's saying about Jimmy right now. SG Sports Talk. Excuse me. Spray him till he smells like liquid dung. Why not? He deserves it. That's what he's done to us. Have y'all seen Jimmy's throwing motion, by the way? He's the only person in the league. Hit the like button if you've seen Jimmy's throwing motion, please. Please hit the like button for Jimmy's throwing motion. Wait, pause on the picture. He has the weirdest hand. What the fuck are you doing? Take that hand and put some shit in his face. I agree with you, SG. Okay. You know what? SG, I hope you don't get my live shut down. Arthur said he's hooked up a lot of girls. We can get to that real quick. I say that for the live. How do we get on to Jimmy G? Anyway, we're supposed to be speaking about the team. He doesn't play for us. And his funeral is Friday. He has been hooking up with a lot of ladies. He's ruined Hooters for me. But I'm going to save that for Friday. And SG said he wants to R. Kelly him at Hooters. Goddamn right. SG says, well, first he said SG Sports says he's going to pee on Jimmy's face, and now he says he wants all of us to pee on Jimmy's face. He wants an R. Kelly party, basically, is what SG Sports is saying about Jimmy. So Jimmy's taking a lot of heat. Jimmy's trending. He's been trending all day. Wonder why? But I personally think that the fact that Deebo's done this, requested a trade, pass us some of those delicious Subway sandwiches. Why not? And now SG is taking it. Lord, excuse me, folks. SG is taking it full blown. Hit the like button for crapping on Jimmy, please. 2 things I want you to do, folks, before you leave. Before you leave, answer the poll. How do you feel about what Deebo has done? Please take a minute to answer the poll for me. There's a poll question. Yes, no, or it doesn't matter because we own Deebo's ass. He'll be here next year in camp. And hit the like button if you agree with pooping on Jimmy. Thank you, SG. We all need to hop on the Trey Lance train, leave Jimmy at the station, and hop on the Trey Lance train to Trey area, to Trey Bay, to Bay Trey, to Trey era, whatever. Anything but the Jimmy Bay. I can't deal with it anymore. And his umbrella of death has come all the way down to Deebo, to Tyshawn. James is now affecting Tyshawn. And Tyshawn is damn good. He really is. Mr. Samuel is a very, very good football player. Extremely good. But now he's going to be gone. And why? Because he's good. Because his coach is more arrogant than I am. And because his quarterback is as limited as I would be on that same football field. We're going to see Arthur. Arthur says he should go to the Jets. Jimmy. Or Deebo, excuse me, right? You got to be talking about Deebo, right? And, of course, SG says he also hoped Jimmy eats his own dung. I missed that one. I can't even keep up with showing your messages, SG, with letting your messages through. I can't even do it. Okay, SG. I can't even. Yeah. SG says, so folks, we're about to get ready to wrap up this live. We have another live coming in an hour and 45 minutes for wrestling. Please, everybody hit the like button. Please hit the like button on your way in, on your way out. If you haven't done it already, I sincerely appreciate you, and I appreciate that even more. This has been awesome. We got another live coming in an hour and 45 minutes for AEW Dynamite. I hope not to talk any 49ers on that live later on in an hour and 45 because I'm about done with these motherfuckers. I'm about done with them right now. With a whole lot of James, Tyshawn, Kyle. We're going to be back, folks. Everybody, thank you so much. This was awesome having y'all. This is exactly what I wanted. To get to really talk to some Niner fans or some Steeler fans, Arthur. Salute to my man Arthur always. What is everybody thinking about this crap? That's what we got right now. It's crap. It's facts. I don't even use the word. It is facts. Tia, don't jinx us, Tia. Ms. Tia says, hopefully this is not going to be an issue. And before we end this stream, before anything else, I'm going to make sure, I'm trying to anyway, that this video, that the comments stay on this video after we're done, folks. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for. But That one thing that we want to happen better not happen during AEW. And Arthur says, what now? As a Steelers fan, there's one team I want to see succeed in the 49ers all day. Please bounce back 49ers, hashtag stay faithful. He respects our franchise. Thank you. And as I told before, my grandmother, Arthur, and my mother, and my first aunt, born in Pittsburgh. They came to Compton, California when my mother was 8 years old. So I'm originally from Pittsburgh. My family's team, my grandmother's team, who rest her soul, I love you, grandmama. I love you, Bobby. She's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. When she died, I took her a terrible towel out to her house. That's the memento I took from my grandmother when she passed away. Her terrible towel. So my family has roots with the Steelers too. If I got to pick somebody over there, absolutely. Thank you, bro. God bless to you. Yep. So if I got to pick another team, it is the Steelers. Since I was young, it's been the Steelers. I don't like other teams though. I get down with the gang. On the gang. Niner gang or don't bang. One last time, folks. Bang your chest with me. Niner gang or don't bang. Bang it at home. But I got respect for the Steelers. Definitely have love for the Steelers. So we're going to be back at 8 o'clock to talk wrestling at that point in time. Chill down from all this. We'll have more sips. And sip for each and every one of y'all, a major sip that came through this stream. I thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart for watching. If you came through, peeked in, fell in, as I always say, whatever the case may be, thank you for coming by. If you watch it later, same. I hope you get to see the chat because it was amazing. If not, you better be here next time. But we're going to have sips later on for AEW. One right now for all of you and for one sip for drama. Sip. Thank everybody. Again, subscribe to the channel. Notification bells are important so you don't miss out. You'll be here with us back again later. And then, for, of course, Jimmy's burial on Friday. I'll also be streaming live from the from the draft. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week, more than likely. Outside, hot as hell in Vegas, in front of the Raiders building, calling shit. So thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel again. Appreciate you for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Be safe. Niner gang and don't bang. Stay faithful, everybody, no matter what. Stay faithful. It's going to be all right. I'm not leaving out of here until I get y'all this, absolutely, until we get y'all this live chat. Make sure it stays. Looks like it is. All right. See y'all later. Thank you so much.